So hello guys and welcome back to SteveKnows, and I want to go over some more top 10 must plays on the Oculus Quest, because since we did the last video where I did all of the kind of generic obvious choices, we're going to go over another 10 great games because November and December was full of some amazing titles, and if you've just got your Quest over the holidays, you may want to be aware of what there is to play. So let's go over another top 10 amazing games to play on the Quest right now. So let's start off with The Climb, coming from Crytek, the game that was teased before release of the Oculus Quest but finally came in December. The port has impressed users with what it's been able to achieve on the Quest's hardware whilst maintaining fluid gameplay. This title has 92% 4 stars or above rating on the Quest Store, so this is a must play if you're debating a title. The aim of the game is that, you may have guessed, is to climb, ascending cliffs any way you see fit, as there is not a specific path for you to take. You can compete against friends for a competitive edge, racing against their ghosts to make it seem even more immersive than just racing against a final score to compare against. As you progress, you unlock new gear as well. It has a variety of game modes such as tourist mode, where you are free roaming the environments, or boulder mode, where you can climb intense routes to perfect your skills. A must play on the Quest. Next is Creed, the son of Apollo Creed, the student of Rocky Balboa himself. This is a boxing simulator where you can bob, weave and haymaker your opponents just like you were in a real boxing ring fighting for your pride. Adrian! Those that don't know the story, you are Apollo's son, Adonis Creed, and you're trying to make a name for yourself outside of your father's shadow, which, if you've seen the first 4 Rocky movies, is a pretty big one. This title is an active experience. Servios have nailed the tracking on the punches, which is good news, because the whole premise of the game relies on that. And the most exciting thing about this title for me is it can be a player versus player experience, so you can go online and play against other people. And of course, it goes without saying, this is obviously a great workout. Next is Path of the Warrior. So if you've been on this channel for a while, you may know that I'm a huge retro gaming fan, and I've got cabinets full of all the old school consoles and all the retro games. I just love old school gaming, so this game for me was perfect. So this game's all about punching, finding combos, throwing enemies around, finding health, picking up weapons, all to use them against these thugs. This title is also a cross-buy game, so if you've gone and bought it on the Rift or you've bought it on the Oculus Quest, you can play it on either platform, allowing you to plug it into your computer and enjoy it in the best way possible. But on the Quest, it's near identical to how it looks on the PC. It plays and looks fantastic. So if you're buying on the Oculus Quest, you're pretty much getting a polished version. This takes that classic retro side-scrolling experience and makes it a first-person experience, allowing us to enjoy this classic way of playing in a new light. So this is the kind of game where if you just want to simply have fun, just put on the headset, go around, punch some people up, throw some people around, enjoy some great music and some stunning visuals. Nothing more, nothing less, just great, simple gameplay. Next is Espire 1. This is brought to us by Digital Load. It's been described as the virtual reality Metal Gear Solid, due to its stealth-like operative elements. In this title, you embody a robotic operative trying to complete your objectives in the shortest time possible. This allows for some replayability trying to beat your scores. This single-player title focuses on stealth, espionage and combat, and something I like about this title as well is the ability you have to climb vertically, allowing you to get better vantage points to take out enemies, or perhaps take a better route so you remain unknown to the enemy, maintaining your stealth-like advantage. So if you're a passive being, you don't have to kill enemies, you can unarm them, and then threaten them. They will obey and stand down. You can also drag bodies to hide them from view to remain unknown. You may have heard this game had a ton of bugs when it was first released, but the devs have been working hard to fix such issues, so now you have a more stable game to enjoy. Next, Arizona Sunshine, probably one of the largest, most fleshed out virtual reality zombie experiences you can get on the Quest. Coming from Vertigo Games, set in the scorching heat of Arizona. You are amidst the zombie apocalypse when you hear a voice on the radio talking of a safe haven of which you intend to be, so you set out on your journey to reach it. But that's not without stumbling across many challenges. The game has a good lengthy campaign that I really enjoyed, and it put me in a state of fear once I entered the dark mines and you only have a flashlight and you can only see about 2 feet in front of you and zombies are lurking around every corner. It strikes fear into the heart. There are around 25 different weapons for you to enjoy as well to blow off some zombie faces, which is beyond satisfying. And a cooperative mode is available, so you don't have to enjoy this experience alone, which is a great selling point. You're able to team up with a friend, do a campaign, do a horde mode with up to 4 players. I would recommend it to people who love zombie experiences. I think this is a great one, especially when you're able to team up with a friend. Next, Death Horizon Reloaded. Zombies, zombies, give me more zombies! Death Horizon had a rocky start with some clunky controls and teleportation only movement, but that is no longer the case. We now have smooth locomotion with some huge updates along the way, and it has made all the difference. You are placed within a government containment facility where a ton of experimentation has been going on, but something bad has happened. They have released the T12 virus in the lab and people have got infected. Everyone is turning into a walking corpse, and we are trying to escape and survive this nightmare and find out who is responsible. It's a combination of classic arcade action that we all know and love, especially because I grew up with zombie arcade shooters like House of the Dead and Time Crisis, so experiencing such action in a VR setting is brilliant. I really enjoy the eerie atmosphere that they've created using environmental sounds instead of music to put me in that eerie state. It makes me feel really uncomfortable and scared what's around the corner with just the sound of the video game. I think it's fantastic. This also has a cooperative mode, so if you and a friend want to jump in to a good old-fashioned zombie shoot 'em up together, you can. Radial-G Proteus. This title I've showed off some gameplay on my channel before, you may have seen the madness. Radial-G, the classic VR title that was released in 2016, the devs have rehashed and made some changes to bring that experience over to the Quest and released it under the name Proteus. This is a sci-fi racing title that will have you defying gravity and reaching high speeds in competitive matches. I love the art style. I like the anime quality that they've got going on. It makes it look like a game of Dragon Ball Z with the bold colors, these sharp lines. I think it looks fantastic. The game also has great tracks for you to enjoy and race in, allowing you to get lost in the fast-paced action. You have to be hyper-focused, and the music helps with that. They have amazing soundtracks in this title, immersing you in the crazy sci-fi world. You race in a variety of environments of which you get to play some bright ones. Some are in domes, some are full of loops that make your stomach drop. This is probably one of the better racing games on the Quest system, but just be aware, if you're prone to motion sickness, this game may not be for you. It took me to the ground. Oh, it was intense. Next is Vacation Simulator. This is a standalone sequel to Job Simulator where you're put into a simulation to see what it was like to be in a work environment, as in the future we no longer work, everything is run by robots. So you are surrounded in this title by great humour and interactivity with anything you can find. Now they're taking that same experience and applying it to Destination Holidays, where you can enjoy a ton of mini games in different holiday destinations such as winter peaks and sunny beaches. The developers have boasted how well it runs on the Quest system and is a worthy successor to the beloved prequel. If you just want a simple, funny game where you can just get lost in and enjoy, this is a perfect one and it's great for all ages. Next is A Fisherman's Tale. This title won the VR Game Award of 2019 and for great reason. The premise of this title is mind-boggling. They have done an amazing job here and I do recommend this title. I loved it. This is another puzzle game surprising us all. You play a fisherman called Bob who lives in a tiny wooden shack that overlooks the sea, and you are an avid fisherman. But one thing you have in the middle of the room that you live in is a dollhouse, a replica of your home for which you can see yourself in. If you look up in your shack, you can see yourself also looking up. It's some sort of Inception madness going on. But this unique element allows for some seriously creative puzzling, where you have to transfer elements to and from different realities. And as you progress through this, you learn more about your character and his relationship with his father, seeking his approval. This was an amazing title that took me around an hour and a half to complete, but it was an amazing experience from start to finish. A massive recommendation. Since there's always so many games to choose from and I can't always choose 10, here's an honorable mentions list. So the last one is Synth Riders. I'm a huge fan of music-based games since I've been playing Guitar Hero, Rock Band, Beat Saber, the list can go on. I just think they're fantastic. They have a place in my heart. So Synth Riders, coming from Retro Wave VR and Klug Interactive, is a combination of dancing and Guitar Hero, but your energy is crucial in you scoring points. Markers come towards you on a rail and you have to hit the colours to the corresponding hand. As well as just simple hit markers, there are held notes of which you have to follow the trail to continue earning points and maintaining your combo. Obstacles have to be avoided, otherwise you will lose your combination and risk not completing the song. I like how the markers are mapped. They enable you to get your groove on, as they do have a pattern that promote you to dance. This is a great fun title that is also a workout, allowing you to burn off that Christmas dinner. There is also a beat map editor available for you to create your own tracks if you want to, but also on side quest you can add custom songs as well. Just be careful, of course, of copyright issues. So that's it from me today, guys. I hope there was something there that you enjoyed, something that piqued your interest for you to go and check out and start playing. Please stick around for next time, as I'm always doing games, news, and reviews. And happy gaming, guys. Good day.